Hey everybody, happy Thursday. Welcome to a Thursday edition of 5 Minutes with Phil. I'm so thankful that you're here today, and I pray that your week is going good. For me, it's kind of flying by, and I'm glad we can get together here today to take a look at what the Lord might have to say to us through His Word. And hey, let us know where you're watching from and who you are. We'd love to kind of get to know you better, and just in the comments below you could just give us your state, city, whatever the case might be, and we'd like to see that from time to time. We won't stalk you or anything like that. We just like to know kind of how far our reach is. So thanks for doing that today. We want to take a look in Romans chapter 8. Again, I love Romans chapter 8. It is one of my favorite chapters in the Bible. And specifically today, we're going to look at Romans 8, verse 28. Romans 8:28. And if you have been around the church for any length of time, no doubt you've heard this verse quoted. And I want to make sure that we unpack it in a way that can really bless you this morning. Let's look at this verse together. Here's what it says. And we know. So we know that God causes everything to work together for the good of those who love God and are called according to His purpose for them. Now, Paul was able to say this because he had a certainty that everything he went through, everything he faced in life, and every circumstance that he found himself in, he had this confidence of knowing that God was going to not only work it out, but work it out for Paul's good and ultimately for God's purposes as well. Now, this is important for us to apply to our lives, because when we find ourselves going through some stuff, and maybe that's you today. You might be going through some stress, some anxiety, some challenges, just a difficult time. We all go through it. Okay, it's good to have this promise in our pocket when it comes to doing life and trying to do it correctly. That regardless of what I feel, here's what I know. Let me say that again. Regardless of how I feel, this is what I know. And Paul was able to say, I know that all things work out for the good. God can actually take your bad situation and use a bad experience ultimately for good. I'll give you an example. Okay, if you're driving in a car and maybe for some reason you've gotten stuck behind traffic. Now, I hate that. I really do. And it delays you just a little bit for whatever reason. You finally get through the traffic, and then maybe 45 minutes on down the road, you see an accident that took place where you were supposed to be. And it might dawn on you that inconvenience that took place earlier in the day might have actually prevented something for you that could have been much, much worse. Now, that's not a perfect illustration, but I think sometimes when we see the bumps in the road that we go through and the delays that we might face in our lives, we think that everything's been shipwrecked and derailed in our lives, but it really could be that God might be pumping the brakes on this part of my life today because He has something much better and healthier for me tomorrow, or in a week, or in a month, or maybe even years down the road. So if you find God kind of pumping the brakes a little bit and you're wondering, what gives? I don't want to be stuck behind this traffic in my life. I don't want to be stuck in this situation in my life. Just understand that God may use this temporary, whatever it is, to bring about ultimately good for us, and it will line up according to his purposes. So today, let's have a healthy view of those negative moments in our lives. God will bring us through, and he's going to work it out for our good. Okay, got to let you go. Thanks for joining me today. We love you. Hope you have a great day today, and Lord willing, we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.